Well, guys, I'm gonna be blunt with you. This statement by Reggie Fils-Aimé does not make much sense at all. It really doesn't. Reggie Fils-Aimé is saying here that Nintendo Switch will not have the same supply problems that NES Classic had. However, guys, right now Nintendo Switch has been sold out everywhere. So how could you possibly be saying that when it's already true? You can't buy it anymore. So I don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense because this is not really an issue for Nintendo. I believe Nintendo does this on purpose because they want people to have a higher demand for the console due to the artificially low supply that they're creating on their own terms. That's what I believe is happening here. I don't know for sure about that, but yeah, that's crazy. What else do we have here? This is the exact quote he said, if you're wondering. Sorry. What happened with NES Classic is that there was a situation where the global demand was low in excess of anything we have anticipated. And that's what created the shortages, guys. The good news, at least for consumer products. Okay, guys, so what he's saying there is what I just said before. The global demand was way too high compared to the supply Nintendo produced for this console. However, I think Nintendo Switch will have the same problem. But in this case, I do expect it to be artificially created by Nintendo. They did this with the Wii. This with the Wii U. Even the Wii U had this problem too. Not for very long, however, but it did have this problem. And I mean, the NES Classic had this even worse than the Wii U. I don't think the Wii was worse. I think the Wii was actually still worse than this. The Wii was horrible, guys. If you don't remember the Wii times, it was horrible. We spent like $600 to buy a Wii on my birthday date. So, yeah, I know how bad it was. We overpaid so much for it. But there was nothing like Wii Baseball. There was nothing like Wii Sports out there on the market. It was a proprietary content you cannot find anywhere else, and Nintendo really innovated. Now, the Nintendo Switch is definitely not as innovative as that console. However, it's definitely doing things right. There's a reason why I did pre-order it day one, So, but back to the story here. I do believe Nintendo will fuck us again with this supply issue. I do believe there's going to be an artificially created demand by them, which is why if you go to Amazon, I'm calling Amazon right now. I just don't want to click on the link that has private information. So as you guys can see here, Nintendo Switch is sold out. And you know what? That's a problem to me. This is supposed to be your next generation console that people don't know if they want to buy yet. A lot of people are definitely hesitant towards buying this console. So why exactly would you make it sold out? What does that accomplish? What does that accomplish? Whoever wants to buy a Nintendo Switch should be able to buy a Nintendo Switch, Nintendo. Why are you making it so fucking hard for people to buy? It's gonna bite you in the ass when people lose interest. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm definitely second guessing my pre-order because Zelda is coming to Wii U as well. So when you think about it, I don't have to buy this game. I don't have to buy this console. I could theoretically buy the game on the Wii U. So Nintendo, there's two major issues you have to address here. First of all, the launch games. There's not enough of them. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe comes out in April, which is a problem, considering the game is exactly the same. You just have the DLC, which already has been made. The DLC has been made already. And you are adding battle modes. So that's one new mode. Why couldn't that come out at launch? The bigger problem is this. There's not enough first-party games in general. There's a lot of games that Nintendo could have covered during this event, but they haven't mentioned. Where's that new Metroid game people are talking about? We know Pokemon is working on the game. Where's that new game? Where's the new Sonic game? Project Sonic is supposed to be coming out. Yet you showed it on the sizzle reel for 2 seconds. Project Sonic is a big deal. That's a big deal. It's a big second party game, Nintendo. You should have talked about Project Sonic a bit more. I mean, Fire Emblem, there's a new Fire Emblem game coming. Yet you just mentioned it during that little scissor reel. That should be longer. There's a new Bomberman game coming too, guys. They didn't mention much about it. Like, they have the games, people. There's a lot more games coming than you may think. However, Nintendo has yet to actually talk about these games, which is why people think they don't exist. However, there's a bunch of games Nintendo did in fact talk about, but for a very short period of time, so you probably miss it. Overall, and also the second major issue here, I think it's the price tag. $300, guys. The specs are probably going to be very similar to the Wii U, but a different architecture. Those specs does not match that price tag. I don't know. We'll find out more really soon. Really hope you enjoyed that video. Nintendo has some questions to answer about the Switch, so hopefully they can get that done soon. Thank you, bye.